How do you turn a melodramatic space opera, complete with fursuit villains, orchestra swell cliffhangers, and the kind of cockpit banter that belongs in a daytime soap, into a homework assignment? Easy. You strip out the plot, yank the FMV, and hand players a cosmic scantron they fill with laser fire. That, in a burnt gunpowder nutshell, is 1993's Wing Commander Academy for MS-DOS, a game so gloriously utilitarian you can almost smell the institutional floor wax of Confederation flight school through your sound blaster. Is it bizarre or classic? Both. Bizarre because 1 minute you're designing set pieces worthy of Chris Roberts' Hollywood aspirations. The next you're staring at a spreadsheet with sprite icons. Classic because few titles have ever distilled the tactile joy of a Wing Commander dogfight so cleanly. Underrated or overrated? That depends on whether make your own fun sounds liberating or like unpaid labor. Fundamental? For budding mission designers and joystick masochists? Absolutely. Negligible? Only if you've never craved an endless gauntlet that hurls cheesed off Kilrathi at your rapier canopy until your wrist cries, "Uncle." Rhetorical question: who voluntarily signs up for extra credit after beating Special Ops 2? Self-answer: people who sort their MFD playlists like Sudoku. Historical context: to appreciate Academy, you have to rewind to Origin Systems pre-EA glory days, when the Austin Studios' unofficial motto was, bigger explosions, bigger disc counts. 1991's Wing Commander The Send had cemented the series as the PC's premier space soap, then doubled down with 2 chunky expansion packs. Chris Roberts and crew were already prototyping the FMV Leviathan that would become Wing Commander 3, but 1993 was a gap year. Marketing needed something to keep Kilrathi claw marks on retail shelves. Designers needed a low overhead project that wouldn't derail the blockbuster sequel. Enter Wing Commander Academy, green-lit as an off-season scrimmage. Reuse the proven WC2 engine, bolt on a Swiss Army mission editor, and ship it at a mid-range price as the ultimate Confederation flight simulator. Origin's DOS build launched in August 1993 via Electronic Arts distribution. The box art, bright Academy crest, no snarling cat warlords, telegraphed textbook vibes from 10 paces. At $39.95, it undercut the $70 big boxes of the era, targeting joystick diehards who were already replaying WC2 nightmare missions just to keep reflexes limber. My local XP arcade slapped a handwritten tag on the lone copy. No story, all pew pew. I bought it anyway, sandwiched it between battered X-Wing and Privateer floppies, and braced for semester finals at 30,000 kilometers per hour. The timing was perfect. Early 1990s PC shelves brimmed with construction kits masquerading as full games. Bullfrog's Populous, Promised Lands, Microprose's Gunship 2000 mission generator, even Maxis toying with SimCity 2000 scenario editor. Dial-up BBS culture made trading.dat files the nerd equivalent of passing mixtapes. Academy rode that wave, handing players almost the same waypoint tool Origin's own designers used, minus the caffeine jitters and milestone terror. Don't mistake side project for feature light, though. Academy arrives stuffed with Confederation and Kilrathi hardware, nimble Ferrets and Rapiers, heavy hitters like the Broadswords, saber, and crossbow, rarities such as the Confederation Wraith and the experimental Morningstar, complete with phase transit cannon, plus Kilrathi thoroughbreds, Jratheks, Drakri, Sartha, you name it. That breadth previewed fighters months before they'd headline other installments, rewarding superfans with a playable museum. Gone, however, were FMV interludes and Mark Hamill monologues. This was boot camp, not Broadway. My teen crew discovered another perk. The game's lean code let it scream on junk drawer rigs. While Strike Commander choked 386 with polygon hunger, Academy's sprite engine hummed like a Swiss watch, freeing our pizza parlor LAN for head-to-head null modem bragging rights. Every Friday we'd swap 3.5-inch discs labeled Exam 1, Senior Project, Don't Tell Hobbs, each packed with nastier nav chains than the last. Mechanics boot up Boulevard Fire the executable, and you're greeted by a curt MIDI march, a static hangar background, and 4 buttons. Mission Builder, Gauntlet, Options, Quit. No cinematic flourish, no Admiral Tolwyn's speech, just a poke in the ribs. Cadet, make your own syllabus. Click Mission Builder. A utilitarian star chart fills the screen, dotted with icons that look suspiciously like clip art asteroids. Here the semester begins. The Waypoint Blackboard. The builder allows up to 64 nav points across 3 sectors, each flagged with encounter types: dogfight, capship strike, asteroid drift, minefield, nebula interference. Pop a Ralatha cruiser at nav 2. Escort it with 3 Jratheks. Set its shields to veteran. Add scripted taunts. Your GPA is mine, Terran. Each waypoint can also host jump points, transport vessels, or derelict prize ships. Great for scavenger hunt missions. The absurd filament I'm threading through this retrospective is the Red Pen of Doom, a tiny crimson cursor that when you violate builder logic, too many waypoints, no exit gate, flashes yellow as if scribbling an F on your term paper. I anthropomorphized it into a grizzled instructor. Cadet, are you sure 3 Frothra inside a minefield counts as fair? The pen seemed to scold. Half my design time morphed into debates with that 16-pixel adjudicator. Need co-op? Assign wingmen. Angel flies disciplined. Hobbs quotes honor mid-barrel roll. Maniac overshoots every target then brags anyway. Their AI mirrors WC2 templates, meaning your custom scenarios inherit Origin's trademark mid-combat chatter. Want to recreate the Battle of Earth? Drop a Concordia-class carrier, spawn squadrons by the dozen, and hope DOS memory managers forgive you. Gauntlet mode. Prefer instant grading. Pick Gauntlet. 15 stages, 3 waves each. Difficulty scaling like exponential calculus. Stage 1 opens with softballs. 4 Dralthis. Stage 7, Gricketh spitting torpedoes. Stage 15 is Legend. Only caffeine-shocked QA testers and modern speedrunners claim to have finished it. You get 1 hull, limited ammo, no narrative safety net. Kill counts accumulate into a high-score board reminiscent of 80s arcades. Your initials plus rank stripe. My personal record, Stage 12, Rapier canopy spider-webbed, red pen flashing disapproval, flight feel, and hardware tour under the hood. It's classic WC2, pseudo-Newtonian slide cushioned by damping, afterburner bursts draining energy, missile locks chirping panic, yet the roster upgrade freshens tactics. The Wraith glides like a rapier on protein powder. Quad mass drivers give it a teeth-rattling punch. Morningstars phase transit cannon is basically a portable nuke. Miss and you've wasted precious energy. Score and you atomize anything short of a dreadnought. Kilrathi Jratheks sprint but suffer paper shields. Great for teaching students about energy management or target prioritization, depending which side of the furball you spawned. Every cockpit retains Origin's UI, shield octants top right, damage diagram top left, communications and nav in center PDAs. The absence of chatter triggers means no plot spoilers interrupt your duel. Instead, fighter-specific kill barks. Scratch 1 furball to punctuate the silence, giving Gauntlet runs arcade cadence. Debrief in the numbers game, complete a sortie and academy tallies stats, kills, accuracy, nav points reached, wingman survival, capital damage, heroic bonuses. There's no medal room, but these columns become crack for competitive pilots. We log them in spiral notebooks, daring each other to shave seconds off nav labs or add another 0 to kill streaks. Today's speedrunners exploit Morningstar splash damage for multi-kill frames, netting thousands on Gauntlet boards. Proof that a 32-year-old executable still fosters min-max obsession, legacy, and influence commercially. Academy moved a modest 120,000-ish units, pennies next to mainline millions, but gravy on Origin's reuse engine sheet. Critically, magazines applauded its cockpit purity while dinging its no-plot stance. But its true footprint lies in the mission editor gene it spliced into later sims. Volition's Free Space 2, shipping with FRED, direct lineage. X-Wing Alliance's skirmish generator? Ditto. Even indie darlings like House of the Dying Sun cite Academy when discussing sandbox dogfight loops. Inside Origin, Academy code bits resurfaced everywhere. Privateer's Simulator deck, early prototypes of Wing Commander Prophecy Simulator, and rumors, unconfirmed, that the Gauntlet logic seeded balance tests for Strike Commander 2 before that sequel imploded. Fans kept the torch lit. WC News still hosts hundreds of Set-Zero mission files, some scripting hypothetical lore battles. Think Save Blair at Catithrak Mang, or what if Hobbs never defected? Twitch streams showcase Professor Penn's impossible midterm, a user-made 64 waypoint nightmare culminating in triple Frothra plus minefield, all while Maniac chirps easy credits, right? So why the niche rep? Release year competition. Doom launched 4 months later, warping attention faster than a jump drive. Tech shift. Sprite engines look dated beside forthcoming texture-mapped cockpits. Marketing problem. Screenshots resemble WC2, leaving shoppers to wonder if Academy was just another speech pack. And the missing narrative left story junkies cold. If you're buying Wing Commander, you expect Shakespearean melodrama with your lasers. Yet those same qualities keep Academy timeless. No FMV means no cringe aging. Sprite art stays crisp under DOSBox scaling. Mission files weigh kilobytes. Perfect for forum attachment culture. When GOG bundled it with WC2 in 2014, forum threads read like reunion diaries. I passed stage 15 on modern hardware without throttle lag. Speedrun.com opened a Gauntlet category in 2021, record sights at 10 minutes 15 seconds, arrowless, because quick trivia, the arrow doesn't appear here. Its debut is 1994's Wing Commander Armada. Even academia nods. A 2018 Degra paper on mission literacy credited Academy for early user-generated content design, no scripts, just GUI. University syllabi use its builder to introduce spatial pacing concepts. Students tweak enemy density, measure tension curves, then reflect why Maniac always dies first. Closing paragraph plus score. Wing Commander Academy is the gym class of space sims. No story time, all laps, whistle blowing in your ear, while a crimson cursor grades your barrel roll posture. Sometimes that's exactly what the doctor ordered. A stripped down, calorie burning montage where the only plot twist is whether Nav 4's minefield turns your broadsword into scrap metal. Booting it in 2025 still feels surgically precise. Ferrets snap into rolls. Morningstar nukes ripple your sound card, and that red pen of doom waits to mark your mission file in cosmic red ink. It lacks the Shakespearean stakes of the mainline, sure, and its sails performed more like a nimble ferret than a blockbuster carrier. But inside its austere binder lies a sandbox that anticipated mod culture, empowered players to auteur their own dogfights, and proved that sometimes the best cut scene is the one you skip so you can design another ambush. Final grade, 7.8 out of 10, a solid B+ from Professor Penn. Essential for flight sim purists, optional for cutscene addicts, and forever a reminder that the only bad mission is the one that forgets to set a return jump. Now, if you'll excuse me, stage 15 still owes me extra credit, and my CH flight stick is giving me that let's play hooky wink.